The Russian invasion of Ukraine has now officially entered its second year. On February 24th of last year, at about 5 a.m. Ukrainian local time, explosions and shelling hit major cities in Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin had just given a speech on Russian television in which he authorized military action and warned other countries that if they tried to intervene, they would have a response, quote, so severe that no foreign nations have ever experienced it before. So far, the war has claimed the lives of more than 7,000 Ukrainian civilians, including at least 400 kids. 13,000 Ukrainian soldiers and 100,000 Russian soldiers have also been killed. But given the number of missile and drone attacks that happen daily, the true number is likely much higher. Since the war started, people around the world have been showing support for the people of Ukraine, including people living right here in Idaho. News Channel 7's Abby Davis talked to the Magic Valley's Rob Sturgill earlier today, and he's on his way to Ukraine for the fourth time. Abby.
That's right, and Sturgill normally raises relief money through his nonprofit Type of Wood charities. During their first two trips to Ukraine, Type of Wood mainly focused on shuttling Ukrainians out of the country. But the last two trips, they focused on bringing over supplies. Sturgill says he packed 9 boxes of medical supplies for this trip. Those boxes are filled with tourniquets, bandages, and body armor for the people delivering supplies to the front lines. They're also picking up 12 commercial mixers for bread dough that's baked in ovens. The nonprofit and several churches joined forces to buy. Sturgill says those churches bake upwards of 1,200 loaves of bread each day. Volunteers also use mobile kitchens so that people can have hot food.
A lot of these folks out on the front lines, I mean, they are literally, living in their basements and in cellars and shelters where there just isn't a lot to sustain them. I mean, they are living on meager means, really have nothing. And so just warm food and a loaf of bread is sustaining life.
Several nonprofits throughout Idaho have been supporting Ukraine during the war, not just Type of Wood. The Full Gospel Slavic Church has organized various aid drives throughout the Treasure Valley, gathering warm clothes, sleeping bags, food, and hygiene items that are sent over to Ukraine. Sturgill says some of the aid donated last fall is finally getting delivered to Ukraine, and that they're hopefully will be able to send that out this week.
Here we, can make a difference, all the way from Idaho, that this aid that has been collected is getting delivered to the people in greatest need out on the front lines who are seeing the ravages of war on a daily basis.
Sturgill encourages people to donate if they can. He says the best way is to find a nonprofit that you trust and donate through them. In some cases, that money is used to help rebuild Ukraine as well. Sturgill says they just sent over a load of lumber to build some homes and make sure people in need have a roof over their head. Sturgill and his team will be in Ukraine until March 8th for this 4th trip over there. And of course, we'll have a link to the Type of Wood Facebook page on our website, ktvb.com, in just 30 minutes.
And now, does he just feel the need to do something?
Yes, well, it started pretty immediately after the war started and gathered a group of teams together. They have so Sturgill and a group of volunteers, and then they actually have a group of volunteers there in Ukraine as well that will be driving these supplies to the front lines. And so that's why they really needed the body armor to keep people safe.
Sounds like they have the logistics all figured out now, too. Abby, thank you so much.